Lesson: Fundamentals of Contract Law. Contract law serves as the backbone of commercial transactions, delineating the boundaries and responsibilities of parties involved. A contract is a legally enforceable agreement between two or more parties, characterized by mutual assent, consideration, capacity, and legality. Understanding these elements is crucial for professionals who aim to specialize in contract law, as it allows them to craft sound agreements and anticipate potential legal issues. The fundamental principles of contract law not only guide the creation of binding agreements, but also provide remedies in cases of breach, ensuring fair play in commerce and personal exchanges. The first step in understanding contract law is recognizing the necessary components that constitute a valid contract. Mutual assent, often manifested through an offer and acceptance, is the cornerstone of any contract. The offer must be clear, definite, and communicated to the offeree, who must then accept the terms without modifications for a contract to be formed. This process creates a meeting of the minds, a crucial concept that ensures both parties have a common understanding and agreement on the contract terms. For instance, in the landmark case of Carlyle v. Carbolic Smoke Ball Co., the court upheld the contract's validity by demonstrating mutual assent through the company's advertisement and the plaintiff's acceptance of the offer. Consideration is another vital component. It refers to the value exchange between the parties, which can be a promise, an act, or an object of value. Without consideration, a contract lacks the incentive for parties to fulfill their obligations, rendering it unenforceable. In the case of Curry v. Misa, the court emphasized that consideration must be something of value in the eyes of the law, ensuring that contracts are not one-sided. Practical tools for professionals include drafting a consideration clause that explicitly details what each party will provide, facilitating clarity and preventing disputes. Capacity to contract is a principle ensuring that parties entering into a contract have the legal ability to do so. Generally, minors, mentally incapacitated individuals, and intoxicated persons lack the capacity to form binding agreements. The case of Proform Sports Management Ltd. v. Proactive Sports Management Ltd. highlighted how contracts signed by minors could be voidable, emphasizing the need for due diligence when dealing with such parties. Professionals can use frameworks like a capacity checklist to verify the legal competence of all parties involved before finalizing agreements. Legality is the final pillar of contract formation. A contract must have a lawful purpose and not contravene public policy. Contracts formed for illegal activities, such as drug trafficking or fraud, are void and unenforceable. This principle ensures that the legal system does not become a tool for perpetuating unlawful acts. For example, in the case of Everett v. Williams, a contract between two highwaymen to share stolen goods was deemed void due to its illegal nature. Drafting a legality clause that specifies the lawful nature of the agreement can help professionals avoid such pitfalls. In addition to understanding the formation of contracts, professionals must be adept at managing breaches and enforcing contracts. A breach occurs when one party fails to fulfill their contractual obligations, and the non-breaching party may seek remedies such as damages, specific performance, or contract rescission. The choice of remedy depends on the nature and extent of the breach. For instance, in the case of Hadley v. Baxendale, the court established the foreseeability principle, which limits damages to those that were foreseeable at the time the contract was made. Professionals should use a breach response framework, which includes assessing the breach, evaluating potential remedies, and pursuing the most appropriate course of action. Specific performance is a remedy that compels the breaching party to fulfill their contractual promises. It is commonly used when monetary damages are insufficient, such as in real estate transactions where the subject matter is unique. In the case of Van Wagner Advertising Corp. v. S&M Enterprises, the court ordered specific performance, recognizing that the advertising space's unique location could not be replaced by damages. Drafting contracts with specific performance clauses provides a clear pathway for enforcement, ensuring parties understand the potential consequences of non-performance. Another critical aspect of contract law is the role of defenses that can negate the enforceability of a contract. Common defenses include duress, undue influence, misrepresentation, and mistake. These defenses protect parties from unfair practices and ensure that contracts result from free will and accurate information. For example, in the case of Raffles v. Wichelhaus, a mutual mistake regarding the shipment date of goods led the court to find the contract voidable. To mitigate such risks, professionals should implement due diligence measures, such as verifying representations and ensuring clarity in contract terms to prevent misunderstandings. Furthermore, the digital age has introduced new challenges and opportunities in contract law, particularly concerning electronic contracts and digital signatures. The Uniform Electronic Transactions Act and the Electronic Signatures in Global and National Commerce Act provide legal frameworks that recognize electronic contracts and signatures as valid and enforceable. This recognition is crucial in a business environment that increasingly relies on digital communications. For instance, the case of JBB Investment Partners Ltd. v. Fair demonstrates how courts uphold digital agreements as long as they meet traditional contract requirements. Professionals should leverage digital contracting platforms that ensure compliance with these laws, enhancing efficiency and security in contract execution. Statistics further illustrate the importance of contract law in commercial transactions. According to a report by the International Association for Contract and Commercial Management, poor contract management can lead to an average revenue loss of 9% annually due to issues like missed deadlines, unfulfilled obligations, and disputes. Implementing robust contract management practices, such as using contract lifecycle management software, can mitigate these risks, improving contract performance and organizational profitability. In conclusion, understanding the fundamentals of contract law is essential for professionals seeking to specialize in this field. By mastering the elements of contract formation, recognizing the implications of breaches, and navigating defenses, practitioners can craft sound agreements and effectively resolve disputes. Integrating practical tools and frameworks, such as consideration clauses, capacity checklists, breach response frameworks, and digital contracting platforms, enhances their ability to address real-world challenges. Case studies and statistics underscore the significance of these concepts, providing actionable insights that professionals can implement to enhance their proficiency and contribute to successful contractual relationships.